Congratulations. You found the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck.
Well, what do you know? It's time to go. Listen to the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Live from the Twin Cities.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
It's the Twin Cities Hit Show.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Rated by Top of the World!
Let's get this hit show started.
I know. I can see you looking at me. I'm sorry. That was yesterday's open.
Nobody would have even noticed.
What happened?
We're too busy humping on hump day.
I was
Wait,
lazy.
Hi, Sean.
Sean Bernard in the house.
Yeah, we started, dude.
Oh, dude,
We got Sean in the house.
we're on the air, but hey, everybody, it's the Twin Cities Hit Show. I'm Rusty Gayton B.
I'm Chuck Gallup.
I'm Courtney McLean.
And joining us is Sean Bernard, part of the Alive and Social Network.
That's
a surprise.
I tried to get to you guys.
We're live, dude.
I know. I tried to get to you guys a few minutes
Sean,
ago.
we're live
Uh-huh.
right now.
He knows that.
He knows.
Oh.
What up?
I know you're live, Chuck.
The weirdest intro to a show I think we've ever had.
Well, I have
up,
some
man?
news for you guys, which is fantastic.
You're coming out on the show. You're
No.
gay.
Oh.
Sean is gay.
I'm willing to learn anything.
Yeah.
But one of the goals when we built this network was to eventually sell it to a partner. And we've had the good fortune of having a buyer that really wants to buy the network.
Is that who this is?
Congratulations.
Our buyer? I don't know who this is.
I will introduce him in just a moment, but just let me just tell you this quickly.
Nice to meet you. Sounds like it's a good day.
Happy hump day.
So through a mutual business partner of mine, the Church of Science and Joy has bought the Alive and Social Network.
Oh,
okay.
What was that again? Who
They're
bought
called
it?
the Church of Science and Joy. They have a bunch of different congregations throughout the upper Midwest. Mostly a lot of small towns. Like in North Dakota, South
I've read
Dakota.
about them. In fact, they've been emailing. I don't know if you got those emails.
I think so. I thought it was just spam, though, so I...
Yeah.
Courtney will be a good fit then. Yeah.
Because of the joy part.
And so who do we have here?
This is Rodney Cumberbutton. So what he does is he's a censor.
What's up?
Hi, thanks you.
He's a. Nice to meet you, Rodney. He's a what?
He's a censor. So the only
he's sensitive.
One of the stipulations to buying the network was that we have to clean it up and have you guys really work at the top of your levels of intelligence, and try to harken back to maybe your TV
that's
days
not very high, right?
and clean it up and.
Wait, so really we have to clean it up?
Well, that's what gets sponsors.
Hold on. Are you serious though? Really?
I'm totally serious.
Define cleanup.
Well,
I mean, like
this is kind of.
Well,
I'll tell you. I'm from the National Association of Censorship, and we are here to censor all of your language and topics. It has to fall under certain categories, and I just have to let you guys know when you're over the top. And so in the future we can fix this problem.
You've heard the show though, right? You know what we do, right?
And that's why I exactly have a problem with it. So that's why we're here.
So we send this to you at the end, and then you look at it? Or?
No, I'm going to be here today with you, and I have a little a buzzer that says when you go over the top.
So it'll make a noise or something.
Ow! Whoa! What in the?
Oh my God!
That's exactly what it's going to be like.
The chair has got an electrical charge.
Well, it's just that's what it means.
Wait, does mine have
that?
Ouch!
The thing is,
hey, seriously, that looks like that.
Sean,
that
not funny.
I do not want to hurt you.
Could you
I just want
that?
to help with the association that's located on 17th 32nd Street in Wyoming is where we're based out of. But we came in here because Sean wanted me to really help you guys, and I just want to help.
Okay, you're kind of hurting my coworker, and that's kind of bullshit. I just think that
I'm just paid to be here to make the show better. So let me do that, please. Let me do that.
Did you hear my buddy here? He said it was bullshit.
Yeah.
Ow! Oh my God! gosh, that's not this. Okay, this is not funny, Sean. Like,
is this even safe, Sean?
You know,
I notice it now. You see those cords ducted to the chair?
We cannot have language like that.
Hey, Rusty, I think your butt hair got singed.
We cannot have that.
Right?
No more language like that.
That is powerful.
That is over the top. You can't even be discussing stuff like that. Matter, it's just not in the books.
I have a client meeting, guys. Take this very seriously because the client. You guys see the back of the church bulletins, and they have a list of different sponsors. That's who we're trying to appeal to now. That's where the money comes in. And all kidding aside, you guys. All right. I mean, you can do. Rusty, you did TV for 30 years without being filthy.
Well, okay.
I think we.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
no way, you guys. Like, come on, Sean. We this show and our personalities, like, this is what makes this show. I don't give a fuck.
I don't. Stop. I don't think that that's appropriate. We cannot have language. That's what we're talking about here, to clean up, to get sponsors. It's not working very hard at all. So, as again,
we need sponsors. I know that.
You have to have sponsors, but let me hear some of your appropriate topics, and let's try to get through one
Sean,
whole
can we
show.
talk after the show, by the way?
That's fine. I gotta meet a client downstairs right now.
Yeah, let's have a little chat after the show. A little meeting. Okay. Well,
thank you, Mr. Bernard.
Was it
Thank you.
Roderick? What is it? What's your name?
It's Rodney Cumberbutton, and I'm with the National Association of...
Dude, that's really your name?
It is my name, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Man.
I'm sorry about that.
Ow! I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything!
Well, what I'm trying to do here is show you what's going to happen if you go over the top. Please do not go over the top.
I'm not sure what you want.
Ow! Just don't. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, this is
We're
very,
listening,
very
dude.
I'm not comfortable at all. Like, I'm not comfortable continuing doing the show like this. Like,
well, it is your choice, ma'am. I do not know. It's your choice to continue or not, but you have to meet under the guidelines of the Proclamation of Association of Podcasts. So listen to this.
Sure, I like being assaulted in the middle of the show. It kind of creates.
Well, that's okay, but it's up to you. It's your decision, Mr. Gollopson.
Alrighty then.
Don't.
All right. So, okay. Well, I guess I can't talk about what I was going to talk about.
I can tell you this.
Well,
I'm
we're
not going
gonna
to take
talk
many
about-
more zaps, all right, dude? I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and
Just
go within your...
stay within our
Hold on,
guidelines,
Rusty.
and I will let you know.
Sure,
You'll
I
be
got
very clear.
something in my bag here. I could probably.
Courtney, you got something? Let's say.
Yeah,
let's
well,
have
I
a Twin Cities shit show.
Oh my God! I can't talk about what I was going to talk about because
hit show.
Because I'm going to talk about OMG sex tweets, which is see, I can't
What
even
is-
talk about.
What is
I have mentioned that a
what
few
is OMG
times.
sex
You know what
toys?
is over the top. There's no sex toys.
Can I just do a
I
story
know,
here?
I
I have a
know.
story about a dead baby that.
Now, hey, where's that button? I want to jump on that one.
Can I? Can I at least make the sound?
This button's not bad. Now I'm kind of liking the button.
What was that one for? I didn't even say anything.
You need to stop. You need to listen. You guys are not listening.
We're
to
doing
the
our
guidelines.
best. I don't know what you want from us.
I think
I
you're
just
leaving.
want you to drop down your profanity and talk about appropriate things like nature subjects or
Well, how is sex
religious
not nature?
Nature.
churches.
Sex is in nature. Go ahead, Courtney. Give it a shot. What do you got?
You know, animals.
Roderick,
like
we're
nice
gonna
soft
try it. We're gonna
animals
try it.
are nice. The springtime
I
is
can
a
tell
good
you
thing
what,
to talk
I
about.
doubt this is going to work.
I think we should give
Well,
it
it
a
is
shot
definitely
here.
your choice. It is your choice, Rusty, and I will tell you right now, it is your choice to make a decision to run this show or leave. That is really up to you.
Yeah. All
Courtney?
right, Courtney, try something there.
Okay. So OMG sex tweets is a it's a Twitter
Careful.
account.
Careful.
You can't say Twitter?
Well, she said sex. We are not talking about sex tweets.
I don't
How
know.
about
I can't do
tweets?
this. This is too much for my constitution. Like,
Why did you guys start this show? Why? What happened? Why did you start this? Why did you?
You mean like
become-
overall
This
or
is a
today?
conversation I'm going to be having with Sean as soon as...
Oh, well, and I'm sure you'll have a nice meeting, and I'm sure you'll be exit out the building.
I'm calling my
Because,
lawyer.
Listen,
I'm calling my lawyer.
okay, I
What do you
don't
got?
think you have a lawyer, but that's just my personal opinion.
You should
on
see what
that.
Chuck's got in his bag,
Yeah,
dude.
I have. You know what? I'm
Watch what you
being-
say.
Yeah, I'm telling you what. Right, I used to be a.
This
police
is an
officer.
ex-cop right here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
pissed him off.
I know some
Well,
moves.
I am a
Little
current.
zappity button. Ow!
I am a current officer.
You like this? What? Did you see this?
I am the current officer of censorship. I am a current
Chuck
officer.
has got his taser out now. We're going to put an end to...
I got
Roderick!
I am the current officer of the censorship program of America. You are not listening to me. Please listen to me. Please listen. You are not listening. I will literally. I'm gonna call Sean back in here. Sean. Sean. Excuse me,
Sean, we need you in here. Sean.
This show has to end. This show is ridiculous.
This is totally...
These people are ridiculous. I am paid to be a professional.
You, dude.
I am paid to be in here for a reason, and this is
Rodney,
completely inappropriate. Everything. Please,
Rodney, I'm so sorry. And guys,
you're all right, Courtney.
Guys, you're off the network.
Crying does not.
We're done.
What?
We have replacements lined up. We grabbed one of their morning teams from Wyoming, and you know what? I knew this wasn't going to work out.
But
I knew that you guys couldn't possibly hold it together even one day to start out with to get these sponsors secured.
Well, who is...
There's another...
Drop this on us.
There's another network in town, and we can go over there.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Good luck with the new network.
Well,
I hope
good
it
luck.
goes
I
well
may
for
see
you.
you there
Rodney,
too.
outside. Let's go. Come on, man.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
There you go. Sean, I would like an escort out of here, please. Thank you.
I've already got security downstairs. I'm really sorry this happened.
Well, that's good.
All right. Later, Sean. Suck.
Whatever.
I'm not sure what else we could do.
Let's bring in the new people.
Hello. Hi. Are we early?
Censor them as well.
I'm sorry. This is super weird. I'm Matt Spring.
And I'm Ryan Lear.
Well, dear listeners, I don't know how much they told you about the situation. I feel kind of weird, almost as though the family's going through a big change and you've been sat down and told what's happening. But we'll give you our version of it.
Which is the most correct version.
Yes.
No bias in our version.
And as the winners, we're the ones who write the history. So there you go. Mm-hmm. Basically, the Twin Cities hit show, as it is called, has been bought out. Apparently, you can do that to podcasts.
If you have money, you can kind of do anything. You can do what you want.
So it's been bought, and the corporation that took it over decided, after listening to a few episodes, that
they didn't want none of that.
No, they needed someone, a breath of fresh air, basically, that would come in and be able to electrify the dozen and dozen of listeners that are out there for this podcast.
A clean slate, if you will.
Exactly.
That's really what we're looking for. Yeah.
So we figured, even though we know nothing about radio, that we would still be...
Podcasts.
Podcasts, yes.
We're doing.
We don't know a ton about podcasts, but how hard could it be? They're all over the place.
Courtney McLean was doing it.
Courtney McLean was doing... God rest her soul. She could be out there anywhere right now. Maybe listening to us right now.
Probably on the curb. Their little Walkman radio.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna... we don't actually know a great deal of the setup of the show, but we have heard radio before.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of assume this show is pretty identical to This American Life.
I think, yeah, so we have to do something in 3 acts, probably.
Yep.
Something that's a little bit sad, a little bit happy.
Yep. And we need to put on our sort of NPR voice. It's like, hello and welcome. I'm Charles Marbles.
And I'm Charlie. No? Okay.
No, not a sustainable voice that you were going to be able to do.
No, probably. No, I think I could do this for a while.
Okay, that's what you think
I'm going to be
NPR.
Charlene Witherspoon.
Charlene Witherspoon. All right. Now, I do know the way you start one of these stories is, I'd like to tell you a story about a man who winds up married to his children's dentist. It's a pretty crazy story, but you'll find out all about it here on today's episode of This American Life, entitled Those Ain't My Teeth. Boom.
And now the news.
Now they just go right into the news.
They do the news.
So that's pretty much what they probably did here, right?
I think so. I mean, that sounds pretty... I think that's what all radio is.
Yeah, the Twin Cities hit show
podcast or whatever
is probably hard-hitting news.
Yep.
At whatever time in the morning, 9:30 in the morning. Man,
Early.
This is early for theater people, I have
Yeah.
to say. I mean, I've been up for days, but I'm never ever doing anything at this time.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I slept. But,
I'm kind of worried about us, actually.
yeah,
health-wise.
things aren't going so well. You're looking kind of bloodshot, a little bit under there.
Yeah,
under the eyes. And,
yeah, underneath the eyes, bags.
I didn't want to tell you this, but your hair is starting to fall out. It kind of looks like so.
Yeah, that's why I've taken to wearing this hunter's cap.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Except,
matches the polo shirt you've got.
yeah, people keep asking me though hunting questions, and I don't know anything about hunting.
Right. You just kind of improvise then?
I do.
Okay.
Or as it's called in a non-theatrical setting, lie.
Lie. Yes.
Yeah. They're like, yeah. I mean, what?
So if I'm a person on the street who comes up to you and says,
Mhm.
"Hey, do you catch any 12-point bucks last season?"
Yep.
You would then say,
I would say, yeah. I mostly get 2-pointers or some 3-pointers, depending on if I'm behind the line, 3-point line. At which point it becomes clear I'm A, not a hunter, and B, don't understand how basketball works.
Right.
Which is really, I'm a fairly manly individual. Underneath this polo shirt, I'm actually wearing a jersey.
Oh yeah, I can see it right there though.
Yeah.
You got the little gold trim
Yeah,
there.
it's unfortunate. It's for the Swarm, which is our lacrosse team, as it turns out.
Lacrosse.
Yeah.
Like the city in Wisconsin?
Yep. It is a sport
To
where
be-
you go live in lacrosse for a
And just
season.
try and survive. It's
Honestly.
like the Running Man.
Yeah, it's
really.
exactly like Running Man.
It's exactly the plot of Running Man.
That's why everyone in lacrosse has those skin tight jumpsuits.
They do a lot of skating down there too,
Mhm.
with barbed wire
Mhm.
surrounding the rinks.
What time period was the Running Man set in? Because I'm really disappointed that we haven't gotten
That we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was nowish.
It was probably now,
I
right?
think it
A
was
lot of the-
actually. Now that I think about it, because I just watched it very recently.
Yeah.
It's terrible, and by terrible I mean pretty awesome.
I was going to say, I think
But-
you're using that word wrong. It's
yeah,
pretty amazing.
Terribly awesome.
There we go.
There we go. I think it's actually set in the year 2000, now that I think about it. Because it was
Wow.
made in the early 80s. I think it was like...
Still, like, I mean, even if it was in, like, 83, 84, 85, that's still only, like, 15 years in the future for us to be like, you know what will probably rise? Reality TV.
Yeah.
And then it will immediately jump to being our form of killing criminals.
Which is not too far off, really, from...
Honestly, as soon as...
You've seen Court TV, I think, isn't that...
I don't really know. Our court TV, is that actually able to...
Execute people?
Well, I mean, yes.
I mean, we're close. We're very
I was gonna
close to
say.
it. It seems like they're escalating. It's a ratings war. I don't know if you've seen cable television
Judge
lately.
Judy speaks in harsh tones to people.
It's the next
and then,
step.
And then she just always goes like, fine for the plaintiff. And like at no point has anyone ever been dragged off.
Screaming to
And
the
then
execution chamber.
summarily killed for ratings.
Running Man was actually made in 1987.
Excellent.
Looks like. And it's in 2017, so we've only got
so
a couple of years.
We got
until...
2 years. That's actually fine as long as a lot can happen in 2 years. Because honestly, a lot of the how much more Bachelor can we do before someone's like, hey, what if he had to run through the woods and a dude wearing Christmas lights had to try to murder him?
Electro was his name. At the end, when he dies, I think he dies. You see him like short circuit under the sprinkler system of the office building. He's in his underwear. And he's wearing tighty whities. That's pretty
tastefully done.
Yeah.
It's pretty racy for the 80s.
It really is. Ventura was in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He
way to bring it back to Minnesota politics.
Yeah, well, that's what this show's about. NPR and all that. This American Life.
Twin Cities hit show.
Act 2, where we talk about Jesse Ventura.
Used to be a wrestler.
Yeah, as governor for a while.
Yeah.
And
we're actually both originally from Wisconsin, so I missed all the time of him being the governor and how probably surreal that must have been for
I actually
everyone.
grew up in western Wisconsin, very close to the border, so I actually, even though I wasn't in the state, I saw all of the media about it, so I kind of lived that life, although I was in high school, I think, so I didn't care much.
Yeah. You're also significantly older than me, though, so I would have been
significantly.
Hence
even
the
though I
cane.
look younger.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird.
You've got a sort of Portrait of Dorian Gray situation going on, I assume.
Yeah, it's frightening.
Yeah.
I sold my soul a long time ago.
Yeah, and this is what you asked for.
Yeah, taking over podcasts.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a step up or a step sideways.
It's a lateral move.
That's a step sideways.
It is a step sideways, yeah. I'm eyeing some stuff down the road.
Yeah. I mean, it is
some goals, aspirations.
So far, how do you feel it stacks up?
You mean how's this podcast going?
Yeah,
so far?
how do you got one of those faces, although they actually can't see your
Look
face.
at that. You know, this might be the career for me.
Exceptional
Terrible
stuff.
scar right here. Right
Yeah.
across the middle of it.
Yeah. How'd you get that?
Well, that's an interesting story. Act 3, we'll discuss how Ryan got that giant scar across his face. I was in an ATV machine.
All-terrain
Is that
vehicle?
what they call those things? Yeah, it's no, it's the ones in Star Wars.
I thought those were AT-ATs.
ATVs. I think is what they're
Yep.
called. Yeah, it's like a
For
it's
off-roading with the Emperor.
with the Emperor. Yeah, and so the extended wheels and I ran into a tree. And that was kind of the end of it. Really
So
bad
one of those
driving.
giant things that attacked Hoth, you crashed into a tree.
On Endor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a moon.
It is a moon.
Yes.
Yes. Like Yavin 4 is a moon.
Yep.
Yeah. Of the planet Yavin. And here we go. We're talking about Star Wars now. Like any good podcast.
It was going to happen sooner or later here on the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Yes. The new and improved Twin Cities Hit Show.
I know, we
believe
should
they
probably
wanted to-
rename it.
Yeah, we probably should.
They left like all of their stuff in here, and that's what I keep glancing around because the studio like just has boxes and boxes.
It's kind of like they knew they were getting kicked out, but
Yeah.
didn't know. Like
I
somebody
don't-
packed for them.
Yeah, I don't know if is it that they were planning on moving out, or is it they've moved in and
They
never
just haven't
unpacked?
finished.
Yeah,
It is a weird. It's like a Schrodinger's office.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's recording studio, I guess.
Because I mean, like, I guess since it's our office now, we can go through their boxes.
Yeah, I suppose we probably own all the. I mean, the
Yeah.
parent company owns all this stuff, but by extension,
by
we
extension,
do.
we do.
We
That's
do,
how
of
companies
course.
work, I think.
That's how I understood it.
That's-
I mean, I
I
signed
mean-
the contract. I didn't read it.
I've only got 3 years of law school under my belt, so I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, let's look at this one. Nice. This is marked Courtney Box. We have a lot of headshots from her.
A lot of them.
From the mid 90s.
Wow, look at that hair.
Yep.
That is-
Side scrunchy, which
that is something
wasn't
right
timely even in the
then.
90s.
Look at that. She's got leg warmers on.
Yeah.
In that one.
Which is weird that her legs are showing up in her headshot.
Yeah, it's a
She's
little
trying
weird.
to put her leg behind her head.
That's flexibility right there
Yep.
for you.
Yep. So.
Look
Wow.
at that one. That is
That's
a
showing
lot of
her.
rouge.
Yeah. Just Mulan.
Let's see what you did there. And I
I'm not
appreciated
100.
it.
As I was saying it, I was like, "What am I doing?"
I don't know.
Is that what the word rouge means? Is street?
Well, and here's a resume.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So let's see. We got 3 years jazz tap.
Yep.
At Maryland State University.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
Didn't know that about Courtney.
Just says does accents, and then lists no accents.
None of them.
So that's good. It's
Multi-talented
mysterious.
lady.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's too bad she got fired from the show
Yep.
because.
And then the bottom of the page just appears to be a tracing of her hand that she has made to look like a turkey. Wow.
Oh, that is what that is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't see it at first. I missed the beak right there.
Yeah, it's a fairly non-traditional.
smudge.
Well, if this is the tracing of her actual hand, I think there's something wrong with her thumb. Let's go back to the box. I'm actually a little uncomfortable having learned this. Many empty bottles of absinthe, which is you don't really run into a lot of people who do absinthe anymore. I mean, outside of turn of the century,
It's
authors.
really come out of favor.
Yeah.
I think so. There's so many pills in here.
Yep. Sheet music for Amelie.
That is there's half a chicken leg in there. She was saving that for later.
This is pretty. Oh, and look. Oh, there's an actual something about the show. It's a description of the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. And might actually be useful if we're going to ease our listeners into the new way of doing things.
Okay.
What does it say they normally?
It says here it is. Drop that. It says it's a morning show with guests. Oh, that
Okay.
something to do. A morning show that gets it. we talk celebrity news.
Yep.
Courtney talks about feminism stuff.
Yep.
Chuck talks about dumb crime. Doesn't say what Tintin does, but
I assume he solves mysteries in Europe.
Okay, so we're gonna do feminism. We're
Right.
gonna solve some dumb crime.
Or commit some dumb crimes. I mean, I don't want to box us in.
Oh yeah, he just talks about dumb crime.
Yeah.
Probably dumb crimes he did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I went straight to solving.
Yep. And then celebrity
news.
Now that's actually interesting because I mean, we as individuals really do not have our fingers on the pulse of what's going on in our own lives.
Yeah, I have trouble keeping track of what day it is.
Yeah. April Fools, I hear tell.
Yeah.
April the 1st.
April the 1st.
Yeah. So, Ryan.
Yes.
So in the interest of us actually tackling the important information that is celebrity,
the new Twin Cities hit show.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we gotta stick with the roots.
With the new name. But.
Yeah. Who is your favorite celebrity?
Celebrity right now?
Yeah, and what's going on with them?
I'm really into this Josh Carson guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know him.
I know the name, but I mean for the listeners at home or work or wherever it is people listen to podcasts.
Yeah. Tub? I don't know.
Yeah, in the bathtub.
Josh Carson, local quasi celebrity. Great guy, does theater around town.
Yep.
Always putting up shows. If you've been to the Bryan Lake Bowl, you've probably seen him.
Yep, he does stuff there. He does stuff at the Minnesota Fringe Festival.
Yep. Mainly Me Productions, I believe, is the name of his group. And I'm really into this guy right now. He's all over my Facebook feed, and he's doing all sorts of stuff. I think he was shooting a movie the other day. He was wearing a scarf. He was wearing it really well, and it made me want to buy that scarf. So
yeah, he's a bit of a trendsetter for us. So I guess folks. I suppose if you're listening to this, please do yourself a favor, go look up Josh Carson.
Please do. You know what he loves though? If you go onto Facebook and poke him. He loves.
Is that still a feature on Facebook? Can you still poke people?
I don't know. I'm gonna look right now.
I was gonna say, please look it up, and also let's poke him. I mean, the day isn't over yet, but I don't feel like I've poked him recently.
Yeah. So everyone listening to this right now, just go on Facebook, send Josh a message, just say hi, poke him, do something. That's Josh Carson, Carson.
Yes. Yeah. I suppose my favorite
Seth,
celebrity.
what celebrity stuff are you into right now? So inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite celebrity would probably have to be Teddy Roosevelt. Unfortunately, there's
the president.
The president. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. Made some national forests, I think.
Yep. He started that. There isn't a lot of news on him since he's been dead for a long time. But I suppose if we're looking at current celebrities that I enjoy, that is an interesting question. I am a fan of Ms. Swift, Ms. Taylor Swift. She seems like a very nice. Like, this is the thing. If I'm a fan of a celebrity, though, it doesn't mean I actually try and keep up on their life or anything like that, because I kind of find it rude and invasive. Like, I enjoy Ms. Swift's music, but then, in turn, I don't. I feel like she wouldn't want me looking in too much to her personal life or stuff. And there are constantly things in my news feed and on the news and internet in general that are constantly trying to be like, hey, Matt, invade this poor girl's privacy. And I always have to say, no thank you, internet. No thank you. So I guess that's us failing at doing celebrity news, unless you have something to report on Josh Carson.
Can't find a poke feature anywhere. I don't know if I'm not looking hard enough.
Well,
but
then maybe. Well, write your letters in to Twin Cities Hit Show.
The new Twin Cities Hit Show.
And let us know
working title.
Yeah, let us know if you think Facebook still has a poke feature, and if so, how you feel about it. And we're getting a phone call.
Someone's calling.
Yeah, we're getting a phone call.
All right.
I didn't know this happened on podcasts.
Which
because I know I keep confusing it with a radio show.
Yeah.
but it's not. Actually, it's like if a radio show went into a Peapod, and then people could buy it online, and then chose not to. That's what a podcast is. I guess we answer it.
Okay. Which button is that to?
I think it is.
Do you just hit the flashing one, or do you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that.
Hello, you're on the air with Twin Cities Hit Show.
With Ryan Lear and Matt Spring, the new hosts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Courtney McLean.
Hey, Courtney, what's going on?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, you can't. No, you can't get back in.
No, because it's our show now. And, although we're only partway through our most recent show, I have to say, I'm pretty sure the people have spoken, and they're deeply, deeply in love with the new direction that we've gone.
Yeah, I can just feel it. Like the opposite of a disturbance in the Force, which would be a welling of emotion in the Force. I'm not.
You never really hear. First of all, kudos that we're back on Star Wars.
Well, you want to make it a hit podcast, you got to get Star Wars in there.
And second of all, it's true. The Force never really delivers good news.
Yeah, it always just seems to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Courtney. I put you on hold for a second there. You probably have an impassioned speech of some sort about why you deserve your podcast back. We'll listen politely. Sorry, Courtney. I wasn't completely listening. We did open up some of the absinthe that you left here.
It's not a true podcast unless you're drinking.
Yeah. And it's not an artistic podcast unless you're drinking absinthe. It's got wormwood in it,
Yeah, I know. It can make you go blind, right?
I think that's why they put it in. Yeah.
I think so. That was the big rage back at the turn of the century.
Blindness?
Yeah.
It's the only way you can get sunglasses. That's probably not true. All right, Courtney, we're going to have to let you go. We need to keep this line open.
Just in case anybody else
anyone else calls.
With rave reviews of the new Twin Cities Hit Show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's that? No one else has the phone number for this. Well, we're going to change that right now. We're going to look up Josh Carson's number, and we'll go ahead and if you have any messages for the Twin Cities Hit Show, please call Josh Carson and tell him. And next time we see him, he will deliver the message to us.
I don't think I have Josh's number in my phone.
I find it hard to believe that the man would not have given you his phone number.
He hands it out all the time.
Yep.
Please hire me for this job. I'm
yep.
awesome.
Not to you, though, because you don't seem like a man who's able to give out jobs all willy-nilly like that.
It's not my wheelhouse, really.
Well, we've tackled some of the major issues that we were supposed to as part of this show. One of the other things in the description is Courtney talks about feminism.
Oh, yeah. I think there's probably nothing more appropriate than two guys talking about feminism, so we should probably just dive headlong into that.
I'm for it.
I agree that it is a thing.
Yep, I am in support of it. Ironically, not in support of the website Jezebel, which while it has feminist articles and writers, I'm mostly against it because of the title. Because
Jezebel was.
Well, it just sounds like the name of a southern plantation owner's daughter.
Gotcha.
And she sounds like she'd be the worst. She just sounds like she would be like fake nice to you when you came to whatever cotillion or whatever it is they do at southern plantation.
Isn't that where they float down a river on rafts? Wasn't that like a thing of Louis XVI's court?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Great.
I don't know if the American South during the pre-Civil War period did a lot of
cotillions.
No, I mean cotillion. I think is just is a party for a young girl, perhaps. Look it up. Look up cotillion.
Cotillion?
Yeah, cotillion.
Isn't it like a unit of measurement, like numbers, like billion?
No, that's
cotillion.
That's a bajillion, and it's made up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cotillion. How do you think you spell that?
KAIALIEN.
I think you just spelled K-alien.
Cat-alien.
K-alien. Well, no, Kai. There's someone named Kai Alien, like you. There's a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
No, while I'm looking this up, cotillion, I bet it's spelled like that. Cotillion, C-O-T-I-L-L-O-N, also cotillion, or French country dance, is a social dance popular in the 18th century, Europe or America. Originally for 4 couples in square formation.
Oh, it's a dance?
It's a dance. Whoops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought it was a thing slowly moving down a river with classical music.
I thought it was a party for really wealthy young girls.
Like a bat mitzvah?
Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, like a thing that like debutantes would be presented at.
Oh.
You know,
Is everyone wearing masks?
When they come out into society, that's Eyes Wide Shut.
I always mess that up.
Yep. My point is, Jezebel sounds like a girl who would have invited you to her cotillion.
Yes.
And then when you showed up, she wouldn't talk to you, and she would act a little surprised that you had shown up. And so you're like, damn, man, I thought it was a sincere thing, but now I don't know anyone at this cotillion, which now turns out to be a dance for 4 people.
And there's only you, and you don't know anyone.
I know, you don't know anyone, and you're a time traveler back in pre-Civil War South.
Which doesn't sound that great.
No, I mean, it had some nice stuff, like hoop skirts.
Yeah.
And columns on the fronts of your buildings.
Yeah.
But I think I would feel really uncomfortable.
Me too, probably.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, I know myself pretty well, and I'm pretty sure I'd be like, we probably
need to get back to the future. This entire party is super racist, I would say, even if they weren't doing anything. And I would also kind of blame Jezebel for that. So anyway, that's why. At any rate, so to
I'm
get
not
this
a big
straight,
fan
not a
of-
big fan of the website, but mostly just because of the name.
Yeah, because of the name.
Gotcha.
And an overactive imagination coupled with a lack of understanding
Of what a cotillion is.
Of just the recent American history.
Good.
Not really my thing.
Yeah, your forte is more
European history.
European history.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anywhere from the classical period up through the medieval time period, as soon as we get to gunpowder, for some reason I become really uninterested, which is strange.
That's really weird.
Because it's actually you'd think would make the time period more exciting.
So people hold your letters. Sass doesn't actually hate Jezebel, the website.
Yep.
It's just the name.
But if you do know where to write letters for this podcast to complain or to praise, that'd be great. Because,
please let us know.
Because when we got to the outside of the studio, it kind of looks, the front of it looks like a White Castle that went out of business. And we had to like go in through the back and down all these stairs.
It's really shady.
It's super shady over here. Both because of the clandestine going-ons and the fact that it's underneath a giant oak tree. That's how I like my shady.
That's how they told us how to get here. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Two shadies.
Double shady.
But which one's the real shady is the question.
And we've hit the bonus round.
Yes, excellent. Where
interesting references to Eminem songs.
2 points.
Yeah.
2 points. So I'm at 2, you're at 0.
Yeah.
I just realized I called you Sass and nobody knows that's your nickname.
It's a nickname, yeah.
Let's just make that clear.
Yep.
Back up in time.
It is short for sassafras.
Mm-hmm.
And when
when you grind up Sass and put him in a beverage, it makes a delicious soda.
Yep. And when my father first heard that was the nickname I had acquired, he said, "I'm very proud. You would not do very well in prison if those are the kind of nicknames you attract."
Is your phone ringing?
My phone is vibrating.
Is Courtney trying to get a hold of us again?
Oh yeah, it's actually it's a text message.
Is it Tintin this time?
It is a text message from Tintin.
Okay. I don't know how we got your number.
Yeah. And it says, "You guys are ruining the show. We are going to start our own show that's called the Twin Cities Hittier Show." So I guess it's like hit show, but like more hit show, so it's hittier. So we will need the stuff that is in our box, marked "Do Not Open," so we can start our new
Hittier show.
Well,
at least we know one person's listening.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, joke's on you, Tintin. We will not be giving you your box. We're going to find it, though, because it sounds actually super interesting.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, just over here, back behind. Oh, it's a giant red box.
Yep. It's tied with a bow.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, just drag it on out to the middle over here. We're gonna.
All right. Open up the lid.
Yeah. Very okay.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
Wow, it is. I'm seeing a lot of wires, and I'm seeing a clock.
Is that how much time we have left in the show?
Yeah, it's like ticking down.
Yeah. What's all this? What's all this red stuff right here? It seems to be mixing with that blue stuff.
Oh. I mean, anytime I see random red stuff, I kind of always assume Smucker's raspberry jam.
That's where my brain went
Smucker's, too. It has to be good. We aren't sponsored by Smucker's, but
Smucker's, if you're out there and you're listening,
we would love for you to sponsor us.
Which
but
we
we're
already talked about.
Big fans of your product, Smucker's.
I eat it all the time.
I don't eat it with anything else.
I just
freebasing Smucker's right into the vein. Anyway, back to this box, which seems to.
Is that speeding up?
Yeah, it's speeding up, which is weird because it's time.
It looks like that red and that blue is kind of fully mixed now into a purple, and that that wire looks a little loose there. That connection. Should I?
Yeah, you should probably fix it.
Just fix that and put that in there.
Well, yeah, it looks like someone spent a lot of time and effort putting this thing together.
Well, look at all those solder joints right there.
Yeah,
I mean, there's one
great.
right there, and then there's some good work going on here.
I mean, I don't know who he is, but I kind of assume Chuck had a hand in this. Chuck seems like a name of a guy who does good, solid craftsmanship.
When I was looking at him in the eye, I was thinking, there's a guy who knows how to put a wire together.
Yeah, and apparently what is this label down on the side? Oh, there's a label. Look, they had a label maker. It's homemade bomb. Huh.
Think that's spelled right?
What, homemade? I kind of always thought it was hyphenated. Home -made.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just
no, it's
one
just
word.
all one word. Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. Give me the Sharpie over there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the hyphen in.
Here you go.
Yeah, just real quick. Yeah, there we go. Okay, homemade bomb. Oh, it's a bomb. It's a bomb.
I see where this is going.
They have the upper hand, and apparently we're willing to go far darker than that's a bad sound for a bomb to make. That is literally the zaniest sound a bomb could make.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this blue wire.
Cool. I think that's or you snip the green. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Which?
Well, we don't have any wire cutters.
Yeah. I don't... Okay. Yeah, you pull that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Okay, ready? Here we go. Ha! Okay, it stopped the boinging sound.
Yep.
But it is still counting down.
Yeah.
What do you think the odds are that we'd be able to get away from the blast radius of a bomb like this?
No, I mean with this, I'm assuming now that red stuff is some sort of C4 detonation explosive.
Yeah.
If I've seen any movies, which I have,
like Running Man.
This is going to be really bad. It's going to be a really big explosion. And I didn't tell you this when we came in here, but after they left, I actually broke off a key in the door, so we can't even open it. I didn't want them to get back in. So.
Ryan Lear, you've done it again. That was going to be my catchphrase on the show if it wasn't for the fact that it looks like we're going to die a horrible, bomb-tastic death.
I suppose if we have any confessions, we should make them now.
No, I've lived my life open and honestly, Lear.
Yeah, I feel like I've told everybody everything. I'm pretty good.
Yeah. So I guess we're going to meet our makers with a clean conscience and one podcast under our belt. I don't know if that'll be particularly comforting. Oh, and we're apparently also going to go up with about 150 old headshots of Courtney McLean.
I've always loved you.
That's really nice, Lear. You know, actually, I think...
April Fools, everybody. We're alive. No one died in the making of that broadcast. I'm Rusty Gatenby. Courtney and Chuck are not here, but trust me, they're okay. They're okay. Performing on this broadcast that you just heard, playing himself, Sean Bernard. Yes, he truly is an asshole. Playing the censor, Rodney Cumberbutton, the one and only Matt. Tim Mahoney. We do have a Matt on the show, though, because our show replacements were Matt Spring and Ryan Lear, and they are from the Four Humors Theater. And they will be having a big comedy show coming up April 10th. And I don't know if you saw in our Facebook messages, we promised Adrian Peterson. Adrian is here in studio. Hello, Adrian Peterson.
Well, hello. I thought it was nice of you guys to invite me on over.
Adrian, you're a woman. I'm surprised. I was thinking, tell us about yourself, Adrian.
Courtney asked me to stop on over. I work at the Super America, just catty corner.
Uh-huh. You're not a football player at all.
I played a little bit of linebacker in junior high.
Are you upset with Minnesota?
I'm not pleased right now that they're treating me the way they are.
Adrian, and I don't want to insult. You should never guess a woman's age, but you look 59.
I'm 38.
Oh, wow.
I bottomed out at about 35.
Wow. Do you get a lot of requests for autographs and such? Being Adrian Peterson, who works where? Super Value.
I get phone calls it's actually Super America.
Super America. Sorry.
I get phone calls all the time to my home when I'm trying to sleep.
All right. Any plans today? It's April 1st today.
Well, I like to make May baskets so they're ready a month in advance.
Oh, wow. Could I have one?
I'll drop one off here at the studio.
What, we have just a moment here on the big spectacular show that we just had. I don't know if you were listening at all. You seem preoccupied wandering around the studio here.
I can't afford the internet.
No, I'm sorry. It was a good show, actually. What are your hobbies and likes and dislikes?
I play a little bit of golf. And some Texas Hold'em.
Wow, look at you.
Not at the same time.
But your football days are done. As a young girl, you played linebacker?
I played linebacker at junior high.
I can't
at
believe
Ramsey
that.
in South Minneapolis.
Wow, you must have been one of the only female linebackers.
Well, I'm 6'3", and
yeah, you are a big old gal.
I am, and people thought I was a boy.
Oh, wow. Well, come on over here and give me a hug. Thanks for coming. Whoa, I didn't say sit on my lap.
You are precious.
Happy April Fools, everybody!